Welcome to April in the kitchen garden and greenhouse. Spring is here and we have so much work to do. So all of those beautiful brassicas that we started inside last month and we've been up potting, those need to come out into the garden and we need to start all of the warm season crops. We're also gonna build some trellises, get some peas going. Let's get inside and get started because we really have so much to do. Okay, before we step outside, I'm just gonna grab some of my seeds. I've got sugar snap peas and nasturtium. Okay, we are gonna get all of these cool season crops in the ground. Broccoli, cauliflower, leeks, artichoke, starting with these lavender cauliflower. I'm so excited to plant these out and get them growing, and then a bunch of other seeds as well. Let's go. So we are gonna plant these beautiful lavender cauliflower today, and I'm gonna show you how I space them, why I do it, why they're going where they're going, the whole 9 yards. So I always like to crowd my plants a little bit because they just don't quite need as much space as you think. I'm putting 2 of these on the edge of about 2 square feet. You can see here my irrigation is sort of dictating that, but I want them at the edge of the bed, creating this beautiful border. So as you approach the greenhouse, you're met with some symmetry and some really tidy looking beds, very French potager style, where I like them to look pretty as much as they are also functional. Okay, so let's get some of these in the ground. We are just going to dig a hole deep enough for the soil blocks to be even. These are fresh beds, so they've got a little bit of work to do. Ooh. I'm gonna gently tip these over. Woo! Look at those pretty roots. Let me set them here. Gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna dig out this beautiful hole and get this gorgeous plant. Look how this root structure is nice and loose. That is the benefit of starting your own seeds, is you get these very, very healthy plants. I'm gonna plant the rest of these and then I'm gonna talk to you about nasturtium, which is a fantastic companion plant. Okay, I'm gonna plant some nasturtium in with my cauliflower because they are an excellent trap plant. These nasturtium are so beautiful. They're my favorite because they're entirely edible. And I like to put them in the corner of the bed so that they spill over the edge and have this beautiful cascading tendril vibe. You're just gonna push them in 1/2 inch, 1 inch. To the top knuckle for me is about 1 inch. So I'm gonna have it here in the corner, set it in the soil and just push it, boop, like that, and cover it up. That's it. Now, aphids are something that really trouble brassicas, but the nasturtium will draw all those aphids in and trap them for you, keeping them away from your main crop and instead bringing them over to the flowers that are edible, but not quite as important to your harvest. Okay, we are sowing our peas now and they're gonna climb up this beautiful homemade trellis. These trellises, I'm gonna show you how I make them, withstood tornado winds yesterday, which is so crazy. So these peas are fantastic. I love these seeds. Botanical interests are my favorite because they germinate so beautifully. I always have success with them. Now peas, we can pre-soak them if you want. I've shown you that last month. Or you can just put them in the ground and see what happens. But these are only gonna go in about 1 inch and they're gonna be, it says 2 inches apart on the seed packet, but you can measure that with your heart. So I actually am just gonna set these out so I can show you exactly what I do. Again, they're right underneath the twine so that as they sprout and develop their little beautiful tendrils, you can loop them around so that they can start to climb up. So you want them right underneath the twine. So I'm just gonna, again, use my finger to measure and push these peas down into the ground about 1 inch, and you can really kind of push them into the spot that you want them, making sure they're right underneath that twine. Last step, we're just watering everything in. We're gonna get the cauliflower, nasturtium, and peas. And this bed is gonna be ready to rock. I'll of course be adding a ton more plants in as we go, but right now, this will be the base of this raised bed.
Here's how I make a teepee style trellis, which can be used for more than just peas, by the way. Beans, clematis, nasturtium, anything that will gently climb would do great here. So I do this every year. It's a fraction of the price of buying a trellis at the store and adds so much charm to your space. All you do is drive about 7 6-foot tall stakes into your garden bed at a 45-degree angle. Mine are about 4 inches deep. You then take some twine, it should be this coarse brown twine as it tightens when it gets wet, and tie the top of the stakes together tightly. You then use your twine to weave around the stakes, going in the same direction each time around each stake, which creates a lot of strength. You'll be weaving an ascending spiral that the pea tendrils can cling to as they grow. The rows of twine should be about 1 to 2 inches apart, though you may have to help your peas climb from time to time as they get established. Once you're near the top, tie your twine off in a knot, and that's it. Now we have a beautiful handmade trellis.
We're back in the greenhouse and I'm gonna start transferring her over into summer mode. It's been getting so warm in here. We've been having 70-degree days. So in the greenhouse, it's been closer to like 90. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the heat. My friends at Yoderbilt, who I adore, actually recommended these radiator style heaters and they are so efficient. So if we do get a late frost, I can just plug her back in anticipation. But for now, I'm gonna store this to save energy and then get more table space going for all of these warm season crops. I'm just gonna set some trays out to get ready. Tomorrow is gonna be when I actually come in and start the rest of these seeds, but I like to just prepare in advance. You know, I have a bunch of kids, so I'm always short on time, but we will get these all set out. We'll do a mixture of soil blocking and starting things in these 3-inch pots. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna jump into this task tomorrow, but for now, that's it.